Hey, what's up, Expert Zone community? Feels like it's almost been a month since we've done one of these play and learns, but it feels great to be back in the seat and the host seat. As always, let us know when you can hear us, and we will get this stream kicked off. A great one, too. Ori and the Blind Forest. Super excited for this play and learn.
Yeah.
I see it starting. Master Time Lord, all you gotta do is be present for a chance to get a rack. Thank you, Expert Zone. Miss you as well. Yay, we're live. Can you guys hear us? Can you hear the beautiful soundtrack of Ori?
Hello, hello.
I gotta refresh my screen here. All right, audience, let us know. All right, everyone's saying hi, but I have yet to hear if they can hear us. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Mikey. We always love having first timers. Awesome,
Nice.
Ex-Danish. Thank you so much. Beautiful music, actually. So just for the introductions, welcome back, everyone. It's been a couple weeks since we've done a play and learn, but excited to be back, and excited to be back on such an awesome game, Ori and the Blind Forest, and exclusive to Xbox. We have a special guest. We have producer of Ori and the Blind Forest in studio with us today, Mr. Daniel Smith. If you guys got to see that controller, there's only 12 in the world, and he's making me jealous by bringing it in here and playing with it, and he's not even letting me touch it, which I don't blame him.
No.
We also have Bleed, our game master, on here. He'll be looking for your questions, so definitely ask a lot of questions, because we got Daniel Smith here to answer them all for you. And always Nathan is on here. He's sick, but he still made it to give out those amazing racks, which today we have 2 Xbox One Ori codes, 2 Steam Ori codes, and 2 $15 Xbox gift cards. So great racks tonight. Today, we're actually just going to share the beginning of Ori and talk and show you the tutorial and talk to you about the amazing music and the beautiful artwork of it and the amazing story. So I played this for an hour and a half yesterday, and I think just showing our viewers that beginning and everything to it is going to be amazing, and you guys are going to be hooked, and you're going to see that at $20, this game is an amazing value. So I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Daniel Smith. I'm going to let him kind of introduce himself and talk a little bit about what part he played in Ori and the Blind Forest, and then we're just going to get started. Again, ask all the questions you want. Share your tips and tricks. If you've been playing it, let us know, because we will call you out on the stream.
Awesome. Yeah, so hello, everybody. My name's Daniel Smith. I am the Microsoft producer of Ori and the Blind Forest. This game has been in production for 4 years, so it feels really good to finally be able to share this game with you guys. And why don't we go ahead and just start playing?
Awesome, and you might not hear us talk a lot, because if we do, we're going to be doing the game a justice. Really, the game tells the story better than I think we can. I'll try and say as little as possible over the prologue. I do kind of want to let that speak for itself. Little hard to resist here and there, because I do want to share with you guys a lot of sort of development stories and things we went through to craft what you're going to see today. But it's 4 years in the making. I feel like I'm graduating high school right now or something. Yeah, and congratulations on shipping. That's awesome.
Thanks.
4 years in the making.
Thanks.
But yeah, we'll let the prologue, and just to give you guys kind of a heads up. So it is a prologue, so it looks like, oh, this game plays slow. Well, it's meant to build the story, and then the game action does start to heat up.
Yeah, so let's go. Guys, a small inside tip. That was the spirit tree. The spirit tree narrates the story, actually.
And another tip, you can change that to any language. So when you do a digital code, you can go in and make that any language.
That's right. I do get asked if the spoken language in Ori and the Blind Forest is a real language. It's not. it's an invented language.
Who did your voiceover work for that?
A number of different people. I think the more notable one is that Arlie Brighton does all the singing, and she also invents languages, and she does the voice of signing here.
Really cool. So Daniel is actually using the controls right here, just to give you a heads up.
It's a stylistic approach to sort of cinematic storytelling, but we do offer players control, and right now I'm controlling Naru.
I love how we're talking very like
very
we're in
personal,
like,
right?
Yeah, like a very calming.
We're here to get real with you people.
Do you think you're gonna have any real big time Ori fans that can learn the language and speak Spirit Tree?
That'd be amazing. I mean, certainly like Star Trek has been around long enough where people decipher and speaking, Klingon and things like that, but that'd be great. Here we find Ori. Big shout out to Moon Studios, by the way. I had a blast working with them. This is the best game I've ever shipped.
So Ori is the little white critter. What would you call that?
He's somewhat of a spirit guardian, and you could see from the beginning that he was actually once a leaf and was part of the spirit tree in the Forest of Nibel.
And Master Time Lord just said Ori is adorable. I agree. I've already been asking Daniel, can we make Ori into a plush toy? I would sleep with Ori at night and play the soundtrack, which you can get the soundtrack on Xbox Music. You can get it on iTunes, Amazon, and did you say it was the fourth downloaded song?
No, on Amazon right now under soundtrack, it's number 4 in the hot list, and then I believe on iTunes under soundtracks, it's number 8 in the top 10 currently. We worked with a company called InGrooves to get the soundtrack distributed. It's actually available in about 70 digital markets where you can purchase the soundtrack, so it's pretty easy to find.
So right now, you're really not learning the controls. What you're finding out is the bond between Ori and I'm not sure. Apologies, I'm not sure the other characters' origin or name actually.
Yeah, Ori and Naru. Yeah. We get a lot of parents, especially who play this game, and they get very choked up in the prologue.
You do. I honestly got almost a little choked up when it comes to and not to spoil alert everyone. And let us know if the sound is a little overbearing, if you can hear Daniel and myself and Bleed, because we can adjust that. But during the prologue, we kind of really want.
Yeah.
We're talking already way too much. We really want you to enjoy the prologue. And this is the type of game that I was telling Daniel that I can come home to after a long, stressful day and just escape in between the music and the beauty of it. And as we get into the gameplay, I'd love to talk to you about how you guys got a sympathy to make the soundtrack. Which again, you can download on any of those. And I downloaded and actually went to sleep to it last night after playing the game.
Yeah, Gareth Coker was the composer of all the music in the game. He is an absolute genius. I mean, just one of the smartest guys I've ever worked with. And we ended up scratching some things together and flying down to Nashville to record a live orchestra. Same orchestra that actually recorded the Last of Us soundtrack. And they were just top notch. We are so pleased with how the score turned out.
And you can actually watch that video on Xbox YouTube's channel. You can see the whole sympathy. Let me know if I turn my mic down. I got some complaints that it was a little too loud. Let me know if this is better.
Hey, Bye From I said he had a good question. Is there going to be plans to have this on a retail disc or just the retail digital code for purchase?
So yeah, the code to content program, like you'll be able to find cards in retail shops. You know, yeah, I guess we can't say too much about a disc right now. You know, really, we're just trying to get the digital product really moving out the door and get a lot of visibility on that. But I hear you. I would love nothing more than a disc on the shelf for sure.
And so that's a great point. This is digital, so when you're talking to your customers, definitely sell an Xbox gift card. $25 one will do the trick because it's only $19.99 plus tax. See a little spider creep in there in the corner.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little tease into a future character. Moon Studios is a small team. It's about 8 core people, and really small amount of artists created this whole 10-hour experience.
When I saw that spider, I was reminded of Limbo. Another good title.
Yeah.
Is it true the backgrounds were hand painted, like digitally, for the game as well?
Everything is absolutely hand painted. Yeah. Yep. It's all hand painted textures everywhere, layered over geometry. A lot of the character work is 3D modeled with animations rendered out, and so they're 2D sprites but rendered from 3D characters.
I know that's a super sad scene and a great call out by X Danish saying this seems like a game where you'll easily get attached to the characters, and you do right away. It's amazing. And I kind of want to explain without ruining the moment, but Ori's losing his power, and like you're at Daniel right now is having to really push on the control sticks just to even climb up that tree branch.
Yeah, our design philosophy here is that Ori is very weak, and we want to communicate that through player controls and feedback. So, you know, right now it's Ori is very lethargic and tough to push through this section of the forest here. But yeah, you saw earlier that the spirit tree called out for Ori in this big blast of light, and then something happened, and it more or less injured the forest.
So there are a lot of people that are saying they're actually crying, and that's awesome because it really tells the amazing story and the art and the music. But it gets better. Definitely don't. If you guys have to jump off right now, don't tell your customers this is a depressing game. This is just building the story and building how you've got to work your way back up.
Yeah, I think it's actually worth mentioning that you know, this game, we tried our best to make an entire package. We're trying to make the best gameplay we can possibly make, the best musical score we can possibly make, best visuals, the best everything, and that includes the best story we can possibly make. We've drawn a lot of inspiration from stories, I think, that contain very sort of very fantastical creatures but with very human problems. So we've definitely taken inspiration from like Lion King and the Iron Giant and a lot of Studio Ghibli stuff.
And so what happened here?
So yeah, Ori just so happened to stumble through the forest and found himself in front of the spirit tree. And so the spirit tree is sort of breathing its last bit of life back into Ori, and is calling for him to save the forest. So at this point, here we go. I have active control of Ori. You can see that it feels quite a bit different. We went to absolute great lengths to give the forest a living, breathing feel. And you can see even when I run past all these bushes, everything's animated.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just everything in the background, you know. You can see mushrooms kind of swaying and wind blowing. And yeah, we worked extremely hard on this. So I found a small spirit light container. Basically, spirit light is the experience through the game. And you can see at the very bottom of the screen in the middle, that's my experience bar. So there are definite RPG elements. This is what, you know, some people coin as a Metroidvania genre. And
can you explain what that is?
Sure.
Because I've heard that term coined a lot. And just to explain to our audience.
I found a life shard there, so that's my energy on the green. But Metroidvania, basically, like, you know, what you're looking at is a platformer, right? But it's sort of layered in that I have a lot of freedom of exploration. I'm not just going left to right. There's retraversal at times. There's definitely components of RPG element, you know, and with skills and abilities, things like that. I think one of the larger iconic things about a Metroidvania game is that you'll see things that you can't quite get to just yet until you earn a certain ability or power, and you'll be able to go back, retraverse, and get to those spots. Think like in Metroid, you needed the jump boots to reach higher places. You know. So here I found an energy cell. It's given me a sort of a blue pip of energy on the bottom left there. And right now the screen's going to hold me still. So this actually introduces something really cool. It's called Soul Link. So just so long as I have enough blue energy, I can hold down the B button. You hold it down. I've created a Soul Link, okay? So the really cool thing about Soul Linking is that as long as I have enough energy, I can make one of those, and it's a custom checkpoint, right? So here's this ram creature. He's trying to really get me. Now let's say I'm just gonna die just for the point of example. There we go. I just go right back to my Soul Link.
Ah, that is awesome.
So this was a really good way for us to design around how challenging we wanted to make the game. We definitely want to design a challenging game here. With Soul Link, you're just able to put the difficulty and the power of saving what people want back into their hands. So you can identify a difficult moment. If you have energy, you create a Soul Link, and you're good to go. So, yeah.
And for people that know me, when I'm on the sticks, they've made me do a death counter because I've died so much. So Soul Link is perfect.
Yeah, yeah. It takes on that Trials Evolution feel where you can try really difficult parts as many times as you want. So here I'm meeting my companion, who's going to be with me for the rest of the journey through the Forest of the Bell. It's essentially its name's Sign, and this is kind of the root of my attacks and some of my abilities here.
So with Soul Link, Mist Recco asks, does that mean checkpoints are limited, or do we even have checkpoints? Is it more the save points that you can also use energy to create and your Soul Links?
So I'm going to show you, there are spirit wells, few and far between, that you can save your game at, and those will replenish all your health and energy. See, I just leveled up, had this big old blast.
Yeah, and this ability tree is awesome.
But yeah, there are other abilities that use energy, and sometimes you have to make a choice between saving your game and using some sort of attack. So you will get those choices in the game. So here we get our first taste of the world map here.
And got to show the zoom features and everything about the map, because this is one of the coolest maps I've ever seen in a game.
Sure, yeah. So I'm actually able to navigate freely around this map, zoom in and zoom out. I can actually zoom so far out, I get a glimpse of the entire world here. And we use a lot of fog of war, so you can see I kind of have visual in the middle, but the rest is kind of clouded until
And
I've
the
actually...
fog, until you've gone to the area.
Yeah. Did I leave a goodie? I did. We use a lot of alpha channel to hide hidden areas, so they won't be completely visible until you just check it out, so you can see that these logs like disappear and roll away. So here's another thing I want to show you. We came up with soul linking for saving your game anywhere you like, and we thought, well, let's expand upon that. It's just like too cool, you know. So I think a lot of us at the time, we were inspired by Dark Souls and the whole bonfire idea. So I have enough energy. I'm gonna make a new soul link, okay? And then if I'm actually over this, I can tap B, and then you see my ability tree here. Now, we had this approach with the ability tree where the bottom track is more sort of combat abilities. The middle track is sort of more exploration, and the top is more utility and actually soul link. So you can see that Rekindle, my first ability here, allows me to reuse soul linking without using a blue energy. So that's really nice. If you lay down a soul link, you grab some pickups, and then you want to just run back and you don't want to expend another energy, you can save there. I always go for Spirit Magnet up front. It allows me to just go faster in the game, and what it really does is it lets me attack things and then just kind of keep running, because all the pickups are going to sort of magnetize to me here.
Real quick, people love the map, by the way, and there's like
Cool.
a bunch of people that are already throwing their money at the screen, they say. Rightfully so. For $20, like I said, this is a steal.
Yeah, I mean, really what we're trying to do with this game is just pay tribute to all the great games a lot of us grew up with in the 90s, such as Metroid and Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and just Mario and stuff like that. So this is a Spirit Well. These are kind of few and far between. This will actually rehydrate all of my life and my energy, and you can actually also go ahead and level up. I have another skill point. Let's go ahead and make my attacks a little bit more powerful.
So you're going to get to hear... whoops. Something we call random acts of kindness. And that first random act of kindness will be, let's give a $15 gift card.
Yeah.
So, Buy From My City has a question. How much space does this game take?
It's about an 8 gigabyte game.
8 gigabyte game? Okay.
Yeah. So I found my first keystone here, and let's use this push rock. I'll show you what keystones are used for. Giant Bomb joked that these keystones are keystones that are in the shape of the state of California. That made me crack up. So you can see these ancient doors that it takes keystones to get through.
And have you found both keystones?
I've only found one. Okay. And it's actually quite satisfying to keep trying. Just the sound design is really great. A group by the name of Wabi Sabi Sound did a lot of the sound effect design. They did such a great job. But if you look up in the top right, that's where it actually tells me how many keystones I have. So I have 2 of them. I'm going to go ahead and get the other one up here. Really blended a lot of things here. I mean, a lot of great use of real-time physics. One thing that's really worth mentioning, I'm going to go ahead and soul link here. This next part has some pretty challenging enemies. But something that's worth calling out, this is on the brand new Unity 5 engine. So we worked with Unity exclusively on Unity 5. And one thing that we're really proud of in Ori is that we make use of something called continual content streaming. And so in this game you will actually never ever see a load time. We're constantly loading stuff in front, constantly loading things above, below, and behind you. I love the outcome. You know, you never have to wait. You can just constantly keep going.
Hey, Daniel, Master Echo had a good question. When you die, do you lose anything specifically, like XP?
When you die, it's kind of like a timeline, right? So whatever you had for your soul link, or at the time of your soul link, you will you'll revert to that state. So not remembering to soul link can be quite brutal, but again, it's just one of those things we wanted to really employ people to experience a challenging game, but have the right tools to be able to have a great time. So.
And also, how many hours do you guys estimate it takes to go through a full playthrough of Ori and the Blind Forest?
I think if you're comfortably playing Ori and the Blind Forest, it's about a 10-hour game. I think if you're stopping to smell the roses, you're doing reach reversal, lots of that. I think it's about 12. There are like freak people out there that can beat it very, very quickly. We have an achievement for beating Ori in under 3 hours. It was 6 actually, and because we had testers that were able to just like completely slam through the game much faster than we lowered it to 3. So.
And you have a leaderboard that shows the top times, right? And
yeah.
People,
Yeah.
I'd love to hear from our easy community that if you guys beat it, tweet us at our Extra Zone Twitter handle. So I'd love to see if anyone that unlocks that achievement.
Yeah.
And so speaking of achievement, gamer score, and you get a lot right from the beginning. You're not seeing it pop up right now because Daniel's using my gamer tag, and I've already unlocked some. But how many does the game ship with?
Ships with 1,000. Yeah. Hey, something that's really worth calling out. So, like, you might notice right here, I'm not able to get out of this little pit I sunk myself into. We use kind of a lot of pure design concept where we'd rather have actions tutorialized rather than just words. So I might find something down here that'll help me get out of this situation.
It's super gratifying, the attacks when taking out, like, I love the explosions and the...
Yeah, so, you know, there's a good reason why we wanted to... I just leveled up, that was sweet. There's a good reason why... what was I even saying?
We're talking about, first we're talking about coming down here to get an ability to get back up from where you're trapped.
I'm just enraptured right now in the game. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a really good reason why we wanted the attacks to be more like of a homing attack. It's because very quickly you're attacking while you're dodging, while you're doing, you know, other abilities. You're actually courting quite a bit. You're using quite a good number of abilities at the same time. So you see these little like spirit tree saplings here and there. And these are our more dramatic, findable abilities that'll help me get to new areas of the game. So right now, I've just learned wall jump.
And it's cool. That's the prompt to tell you how to do the wall jump.
They give you a little prompt. I can always, you know, hit my menu button and I can go over and I can get kind of that explanation.
Oh, that's really cool.
Again.
Okay.
Yeah. And as you can see, there's other really cool, dramatic, findable
what's
abilities.
What's the statistic? If you go back into the view button, what's the statistics or menu button? Sorry, what's the statistics showing us right there in the upper right-hand corner?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So that's time. That's world exploration, deaths. The amount of energy I have, the amount of life I have, and then there's findable skill skill pickups. So yeah.
Bullseye. When you beat this game, I want to see a screenshot of your death count, and we'll have a challenge.
Yeah.
And then you also had world events in there that I saw.
Yeah, world events. I don't want to spoil the story too much, but there's major world events where you're cleansing the Forest of Nivel.
Let's make that our cliffhanger that they need to purchase and
So one thing I kind of wanted to show you is a lot of our abilities we wanted to just really unleash. So yeah, I earned wall jump, right? But there's no restriction here. I mean, I am just a wall jumping ninja now. It felt, you know, important to us to really just like really strongly represent these abilities, really give people a lot of power. And so already I'm feeling good here. Just a wall jumping nut. Now again, this is a good representation of why we wanted the shots to home, because now I'm not only shooting, I'm wall jumping while I'm shooting at the same time. So let's go ahead and soul link.
And you do have the ability to backtrack, right? I mean, I always feel when I play a game like this that I've forgotten something in an area I've already passed.
Yep, I'm totally able to backtrack. There's all the freedom in the world to be able to go back.
Any fast travel? I know that was a question earlier.
No fast travel. Yeah, there's no fast travel.
It's so beautiful. Why would you want to? Anyways, that's like saying you want to fast travel through the Grand Canyon.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Yeah.
That was like the first national monument I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's prettier places.
Yeah. So no, I think you're going to start to see in the gameplay that it's not all just about tacking. There starts to puzzles start to really play strongly. So you can see right now I can't get up over here, right? So I'm actually going to go ahead and use this rock through these whirling mazes. Thanks for inviting me, man. This is a lot of fun.
This is awesome. Thanks for coming and sharing all your knowledge on this game.
Yeah.
One of our viewers is actually watching the Play and Learn from a train. That's really cool. That's
great.
awesome. So
awesome. Yep. And there's, we used a lot of level design around shortcutting. So if I fall right here, it would kind of suck to have to navigate through the mazes again. So we do a lot of shortcut things. So now I'll always be able to sort of jump up here faster. Okay, so I have a mapstone fragment. I'm not sure if you guys caught earlier, but I actually entered a room that had a large mapstone, and I'll show you here in a second. Be able to place that mapstone fragment.
Oh, well, thank you there.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate that.
So now I'm able to sort of visualize what I need to go in and do. There's other things in your ability tree that will actually also unlock a lot of pickups that are in there.
Now here's a question. Pimco13 asks, is there any Easter eggs or hidden stuff to look for?
I mean, tons. Yeah.
Is there?
Tons.
Nice.
Tons and tons and tons.
All right, Pimco, if you find any, share them to our social channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's really cool to know. Any homages to those games you were talking about earlier?
I actually want to see if people will find them.
Okay.
But yes, there are.
Awesome.
Okay, so I had enough keystones to enter in that door. I love this. This to me, reminds me of Donkey Kong. But this is when things start to get real here.
So here's where you could have set up one of your
In fact, I did set up a soul link. I put it down below. Yeah, pretty critical actually.
Okay, you can see the challenge. Yes.
Yeah. Things start to get real. Look at this. Just a wall, right? Again, we use a lot of alpha channels, so you want to make sure you properly explore each nook and cranny. This is giving me my first introduction of an energy gate. Energy gates are quite cool, so they're either going to unlock a hidden area or a shortcut or something like that, but I'll actually spend energy on these doors, and you can see I don't have enough to open up this one. This one's going to take 4. I'm going to save again. This next part also gets quite challenging. I really hope people enjoy playing this game as much as I enjoyed working on it.
It's one of those games that I don't want to say like it doesn't take a lot of mind share or thought, because it does, but it's not stressful. It's just fun. It's so enjoyable and it's so beautiful and like relaxing to play. I had a great time. I definitely, like I said, I played it 2 hours last night, and as soon as I get home, and I've been up since 7 a.m., I know I'm going to be playing it probably till midnight.
Yeah.
Because I don't plan on coming in till lunch tomorrow. Sorry if my boss is listening.
So here's a pro tip on this segment here too. You see 2 projectiles? Time it right. You can just hit this right wall really fast and get up. So here we're getting a glimpse
Hey,
The spirit tree in full effect here in front
Oh,
of us.
nice. Is that the spirit tree we're looking at right there?
It is.
And Ori's mission is he's trying to get back to the spirit tree, right? Or what is his mission?
He's trying to essentially revert the forest back to its former self, and
Because the forest is dying.
yeah.
Another gamer score, thank you.
You're welcome.
This is why I have everyone that comes in and does play and learns with us play on my my gamer tag.
I love this cutscene. So this is a flashback. So this is the night that Naru basically picked up Ori and rushed him into the cave, the night of the light ceremony. And the spirit tree is basically calling out to Ori to come home. Here we get a glimpse at Kuro, the owl.
And that's a villain. Or no? Am I spoiling? I'm not gonna say. I haven't got to this point. That was more a question than a statement.
I will say this: all of our characters in the game are really multifaceted and very deep. It's a story where the characters are kind of neither good nor bad, but here you can see that Kuro is enraged and she's ripping the sign out of the tree and dropping sign into the forest. And so right there it's unveiled that essentially Kuro ripping the sign out of the tree is what set the forest into chaos.
Ah, nice. Zombie, love it. Zombie just said that she lets everyone know about these play and learns at her work and her colleagues and about Expert Zone. Thank you so much. We appreciate the support. And again, everyone can share this play and learn information in our community channel information with their colleagues and on the community channel. Share that with your customers and friends. And I'm sure we'll be playing Ori on the community channel. So let them know. That's where our game masters stream all of our games after our play and learns.
Yeah. So essentially, what Sign is telling me there that I need to restore the forest, and to do that, I need to travel to specific locations and complete those specific world events. So the first place that we're gonna go is the Jinzo tree.
I agree, Mikey. I love hearing the achievement sound, gamer score. It might even be nicer when someone else is doing it for you on your gamer tag. So Luke had a question for you, Daniel. Does the bear-like creature from the beginning of the game have a name? On Expert Zone and Wiki, he's referred to as a bear-like creature. But does he have an actual name?
Yeah, that's Naru, and that's more or less the mother character.
All right, there you go. Always learn something new when you attend to play and learn.
Yep. You know, there are certain things that we leave kind of loose and open for people's interpretation. I've heard Naru be called like, oh, Ori's friend died or something like that, but we like to more or less kind of leave it open. So here I found a new sapling, and I'm earning a new sort of more dramatic ability, Charge Flame. So Charge Flame this is just one of my favorite abilities. In fact, let's go ahead and see if there's any way I can power it up too. Okay, Spark Flame, not just yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and pump a point into Rekindle. By the way, folks, Kindle is really cool because blue energy becomes sort of precious, right? And so you can see on the bottom of the screen I have 1 blue energy left. I don't necessarily want to spend that, but if I do want to do something like, this door's not breaking down, so I want to hold down my attack to use Charge Flame. Boom, I use Charge Flame. Look, I'm out of blue energy, but all's not lost. I can find my way back to Soul Link, and I can hold down B, and I can rekindle. So I just resaved my game without having to use any energy. So it's very clever.
That's a great, clever tip, and I wish I knew that last night.
Yeah.
All right, so I think everyone knows what time it is. And that random act of kindness duple is going to be for a copy of Ori and the Blind Forest. And thank you, Daniel, for providing those for our viewers today.
Yeah, you got it.
So what world are we in right now, and how many worlds are in Ori and the Blind Forest?
We're approaching Thornfelt Swamp. How many? I think there's maybe a dozen or so. But you know, it's a big world. And again, lots of retraversal, 10 hours of gameplay, no loading times ever. I mean, you have that ultimate freedom. So these are these swarm enemies, right? They're quite tough. The best way to deal with swarms, by the way, this is a tip, right? So like, I can sit here and I can tap away on this guy, and they just kind of multiply, right? They actually get pretty brutal. If I actually use my charge flame, I'm holding down X right now. Now I'm wall jumping. I'm able to just boom, really pop these things. Actually, I got him. Charge Flame just quickly becomes one of my favorite attack abilities in the game. There are abilities in the skill tree that make Charge Flame cheaper, make it only cost a half of a pip, and so yeah, it becomes one of those things where it's just very, very effective. You make it stronger and cheaper later.
Is there any areas that you can't do a save zone?
Yeah, we built in detection where if there's an enemy around, you won't be able to soul link. Also, you won't be able to soul link on top of spikes and dangerous surfaces and things like that. So, all right, let's go ahead and pop this. Boom.
Oh, congrats, Zach Tooley. Zach Tooley was our winner of the Ori.
Very nice.
Random act of kindness.
Enjoy. Let's see, I am going to secret area, people. Okay, found a new life cell. So, what did you think of the controls when you played last night?
Like I said, I loved it. Like, I felt like I was actually the character Ori, especially in the beginning when you're struggling and you're weak and you're trying to climb over everything.
Sure, yeah.
And then as life starts to get into you, you can feel like it almost feels like the control loosens up. You feel like you're playing with a really old controller that you gotta grind and get it in there to move your character. And then it just speeds up and it's loose. Like, I loved it.
Yeah, so you might not know this just from like the visual aesthetic of the game, how pretty it looks, but controls were the #1 thing we wanted to nail. Like, we wanted this thing to be absolutely pixel perfect in your platforming. You'll notice that there's rarely a surface in the game that's flat. And go ahead and soul link. There's rarely a flat surface, and so you'll see Ori really adhere to all the contour of the level, and we wanted jumping and shooting and just traversing to be absolutely spot on. It's really, really important to us.
Yeah, and you guys nailed it. It's a great feel of moving when the controls in your hand.
Yeah. Love you.
All right, Sheroy, thanks for stopping by. Have a great one, and thanks for streaming earlier on Forza Horizon 2.
The controls are so super responsive, and it's awesome when you have, like, you can tell obviously the difference between the 360 and Xbox One controllers, so to have a game that's responsive to take advantage of, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a joy, It's like, I love games where the controls are so good that you feel like it's actually an extension of your body, or your mind. That's definitely what we were going for. There was a big goal and objective. A lot of the visual aesthetic and the audio and all that came later. So
as you progress, the challenges obviously get tougher, and the enemies get tougher, and more challenges go.
Yeah, absolutely. The game really does get quite difficult. So this game will appeal to core gamers for sure. So let's go ahead and just start making our way here. Okay, you can see I'm almost to the Jinzo tree.
And if you get a chance, show the map again, especially since you've gone further in the game,
Sure.
because people loved it, and we might have some viewers hop on later on, and I think it might be one of the best maps that I've ever seen. It's just so cool.
I mean, this thing, it just gets huge. I'm telling you, it gets huge. It's a big, big game.
And great reviews so far, so congratulations on that. Really great reviews.
See what we got there again.
Uh-oh. I think that's foreshadowing something.
A little foreshadowing. Again, charge flame on the swarms. I can't say it enough. Charge flame on the swarms.
So, when you're working on your skill tree, is there one particular like that you wanted to really kind of ramp up first, or do you do them all evenly, or does it really depend on your gameplay style?
It's preference. Through user research, we found that people who are better at platformers, they tend to stick to a lot of the combat, like that make your attacks stronger. I have 2 skill points. So that's this track. We found that people who, you know, kind of are more into exploration, they take their time and things like that. They're kind of more into this middle track. And there's a lot of utility in the top and middle track that also give you a lot more life. So for instance, see the second one? Creating a soul link actually gives me a life back. So this really is quite powerful. And so we found that people who aren't as good as platformers, they go for these types of abilities first.
Right.
They go for things that like give them more health. Now I'm just gonna charge up this track, right? Because I love this. It halves the cost of charge flame, and I use charge flame a lot. So that's what I'm going to first. Maybe I'll actually end up going down this track now that I've got that leveled, but. Oh, I meant to do that.
Well, you just equipped all of those lights and stuff, so just go make a life cell and you'll be set. Big Sky, that's awesome. Big Sky just bought the game and is installing now.
Nice. Yep.
Really good stuff.
You won't be disappointed. Yep, it's on X1 and Steam, and enjoy, man. Yeah, the other thing is we really don't use any tiling, so you know you're really traditionally never going to see the exact same things in the set. This is all, you know, original art.
Hey guys, awesome. Ben the PC guy showed up. Ben the PC guy actually runs the whole evangelism team. That's my boss. So everyone give him a big shout out. He actually makes these happen and lets us give out these awesome racks and stuff like that. So welcome, Ben. Thanks for stopping by.
Awesome. So you can see a member of the Guman tribe just ran off with the water vein, which allows us to get into the Jinzo tree here. Okay, so it's time to track down Gumo. And Gumo is he's the character who's been stalking us in the foreground since the beginning. Love that charge flame. Come back, you jerk. I badly want to show you guys the Jinzo tree, so I'm gonna try and speed it up here.
Thanks, Bye. I paid Bye a $25 gift card to say that. He's giving me a shout out to my boss. Just kidding. I appreciate that, Bye.
Look at this pro tip here. So the mortars, these mortar enemies, they're tough, right? They shoot at you, but you know, it's kind of like the plants from the warp tubes in Mario. Like they go away once you're kind of close to them. So you can actually use these guys in specific applications. See, so I just used him, and then he shot me.
We absolutely love pro tips, so keep them coming.
Cool. Yeah.
Thanks, Daniel.
I will.
And we put these in the vid recap.
Oh, great.
For everyone to see. So.
Good. Okay. Gotcha.
And just, if you guys missed earlier, all these backgrounds were hand painted, which I think is just really cool. Because I've tried painting and it's hard.
Everything's handcrafted. Yeah, absolutely everything. So.
Princess Bun had a good question. Can your attacks hurt you if you get ahead of the charge flame?
No. Your own attacks won't actually hurt you. Great question, though. Yep.
Because they're homing, right? They home to enemies only?
They do. Yeah. So you can see I'm using these mortar enemies to kind of further open up. Come on, buddy. Shoot at it.
Yeah, that's good stuff, One Smelly. We appreciate. Super glad to hear that these help you sell to your customers. And keep coming back. We do these weekly. We try to do them every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but we're going to be scaling them out to even do more and bring more play and learns. But they couldn't happen without awesome guys like producers Daniel Smith here coming and just dropping just mad game knowledge on these games. So we really appreciate you guys going here. And obviously all the viewers and what you guys do in store. You guys are just rock and totally amazing.
There's a lot of anticipation with these lasers. You got to gotta know when to jump. So I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but when I level up, you actually make kind of this huge EMP blast, and so sometimes I'll very specifically try and be around enemies when I make that happen. So remember, spirit wells always recharge all your energy and all your health. So those are your friend.
Hey, and Leslie the Queen just said one of these screenshots would be great for a wallpaper on the Xbox One with the new Xbox update.
Oh, really good call out.
Yeah, we were actually pretty pleased that this game came out with the new system update, which basically gives you the ability to screen cap. So yeah, we're pretty excited about that. But that worked out. That timed well, and this is a great game to screen capture for sure. So
yeah, I'll be doing that actually tonight. I am on the Xbox One preview.
Yeah. So you can see
and Leanna made a good point earlier about you should screenshot when you finish as well with the new update.
Sure, yeah.
With your finishing time.
So I do have enough energy to open up this energy gate, so go ahead and do that. Can't remember what is in here.
I think there might be a spider. I always kind of crawling down that way.
Okay, so this is classic Metroidvania here, right? I can't make that jump. Wonder if I'll find something later. that'll allow me to get over there.
Yeah, and someone asked, can Ori swim, or is all the water areas? Are all the water areas damaging to Ori?
That's a great question. It's almost spoiling it if I answer that.
All right, well then we will not answer it.
Please keep the good questions coming. Oh boy, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Quick recovery.
Was that because you have a special limited 1 of 12 Ori controllers that you avoided that?
That's right. Yeah, quick on the draw. Toadies are bad news.
Oh, here's a real good question from Zen Ninja. Does each achievement feature unique artwork?
They do. Yeah. Yep. They're all handcrafted. Sorry, folks. See, consequence of not soul linking often enough. It's taken back a little bit. So bear with me. I'll catch us back up.
So what was your favorite part working on the game, Daniel?
I think just the creative process and working with Moon Studios. It's actually a very cool story. Moon Studios is a worldwide distributed studio, meaning about 8 core members, and then we work with a number of other contractors. But Moon Studios does not have a building. They don't have a single location. They're people who all have known each other from just one reason or another throughout the industry. And so because of that, they're all completely from different countries, such as Vienna, Israel, America, Canada, Australia. It's just wild. And we're actually, are we in the Skype building right now?
We are not. We're in Red West A.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, basically this game was made possible because of Skype. We use Skype to have all our meetings. You know, to have all our triage, bug triages and everything. It's just absolutely remarkable how much we used Skype to create this game.
That's a really cool story, and just to give Skype another plug, you're hearing Nathan and Bleed actually through Skype. And that's how we're able to broadcast them over the stream.
That's great. Yeah. So this is a we call it sharks. Best way to kill these guys is also charge flame. They're big jerks, basically.
What you said those are sharks?
Yeah.
Not the ones from the Super Bowl, are they?
Oh, dude, I love those sharks.
And they're not sharks with lasers, are they?
Yeah. What was that shark on the left doing?
Was it so much to Sharknado?
Hey, Danish had a good question. So, you said there'd be Easter eggs, or there are Easter eggs in the game, right? Are there actual levels embedded that are Easter egg?
Not
oriented?
levels, but lots of hidden areas with, you know, not just small pickups like big ones. That the larger pickups in the game actually earn you a full ability point instead of having to fully level. Great use of rekindle right there. I didn't have to spend an energy. I just, you know, just came back to that soul link.
All right, and we're gonna make that one a $15 gift card, $15 Xbox gift card.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab this. This shows pickups on my map. Okay. So now if I crack this open, I'll start to see some things like you can see the spirit wells, and you can see energy gates, and you can see map stones and things like that. So, kind of an exploration tool, if you will.
I want to know how someone beat this. I don't want to give the record away that you told me today, but
well, I just looked at the leaderboards. I mean, you know, let's look. Okay, so I'm gonna cycle over. This is the global leaderboard. Okay, this is a full completion of the game. This only posts after you beat the game.
Wow, 79 completions. It got an hour and 37.
Yeah. So if we go to speedrunner, you can see 1 hour 33 minutes 5 seconds.
22 deaths too. Wow. So what do you think he did to have the fastest time, but yet have 22 deaths? Just said a lot of the.
There are a couple members of Moon Studios who can beat it that fast. I don't even know. I cannot do that. So, you know, it's interesting. Everybody, I think, is compelled as a gamer very differently. And for instance, one of the designers at Microsoft, Dan Fernassi, whenever he used to play, he would just go like hell. Like he would just play so fast, and then I would always, you know, stop and kind of smell the roses. It's just the kind of player I am. So yeah, here's another thing with rekindle. Like you notice I picked up a keystone. I always rekindle. If you die, boom, you've got the keystone. If I died and then I hadn't rekindled, I would have to
go all the way back.
Keystone again. Yeah. So I've got enough keystones to go ahead and restore. All the visuals and especially the sounds are just very. I hope that's coming through the feed for everybody on the other end, but it's just really super gratifying sounds in the game.
Hey Daniel, I wanted to ask on the skill tree, is there a specific benefit to completing one branch as opposed to spreading that out over the three?
Well, yeah, whoops. Here a little bit. I guess it just depends on the type of player you are, but I'd say like most skill trees in RPG titles, you will get a incredibly strong ability at the end of the road of you know, any of the skills. So yeah, I mean, I guess there is benefit to it, but you'd be pretty weak in other ways, you know what I mean? Sorry I died, folks. Don't hate me.
It's 2 on the death counter.
Don't hate me. There is an achievement. Don't hate me, people. There is an achievement in the game for beating the game and not dying a single time.
Well, how many gamer score points do you get for that?
I can't remember. I think that one's high. I think it's up. I think it's 50. But
is there an achievement for dying over 100 times and completing the game? 'Cause that's more my speed.
No. But we were gonna change that one. We were gonna change it. And some testers of ours can do it.
Yeah, well, they can do it in an hour and a half too.
Yeah, so we were like, you know what? Let's keep it. You know what? This guy's getting the charge flame. I definitely need to level up attacks now. Oh, look what we have here. The story goes when other members of Ori's race die in the forest, they create one of these saplings. And so each time you find these, you'll get a little bit of some backstory. This is the skill that everybody loves. Where's my double jump? So now I have a sweet double jump. We saw again, this is from Giant Bomb's YouTube, which is fantastic. It's an hour long of them playing through the game. They probably do much better commentary than I. But, oh, Gumo, get back here. They were saying that when you double jump, you kind of make a Dreamcast symbol. You know, that spiral?
Yes.
So, it's great.
Let's say,
I love it.
We'll ask our viewers, do the double jump. Can you come up with a better, what that looks like better? I'm going to go Cinnabon. Yeah. I don't know if that's just because I'm hungry or what. Well, but Cinnabon came to mind first.
Swarms.
Crazy Ice Killer said, new rule, anytime anyone joins the stream, restart the game so they can see it from the beginning. Definitely get this game from the beginning. It's epic. I mean, honestly, it can make you cry, the character bond. And then the game just gets awesome. It's super fun.
So, Crazy Ice Killer is a good friend.
We got Pinwheel.
He's a good friend of mine, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Welcome, Crazy Eye. So we got Pinwheel, loading symbol.
Boom. Let's see what the map uncovers. Look at this area, by the way. Huge. So much to explore. How are we doing on time? I want to make sure we go through the Jinzo tree.
We've got 27 more minutes.
Okay, yeah, let's get a move on.
Oh,
here.
this is beautiful. This is what I would probably make my screenshot. I love this art. It's kind of got that, is it, who did Starry Nights? Is that Van Gogh?
Yeah. Yeah, Van Gogh.
I love that color combination. Who did the paintings, by the way? Was it?
The art team is about 4 people. Yeah, that studio who did a lot of the art is called Airtight. They're so good. I mean, it's just amazing.
Were you able to get any like canvas paintings of some Ori art that hang up in your office or anything?
We did. I think we're gonna make some. We have some high resolution pieces from Johannes from Airtight, and yeah, I think that's gonna be on the budget.
And now there's only gonna be 12 of those as well, because there's a spot on my wall that it would look really good. No, really good, really great work. Really great work.
Yeah.
Hey Daniel, is that what you could attribute to like the 4-hour game or 4-year game development period as the art and music that went into the game?
Not entirely. I mean, you know, like nailing the controls. We took about a year to really get the controls just right, and that's not just, you know, literally figuring out the controller, but like how the level design would lay out and feel with interpretation of the controls and nailing the abilities, all the different abilities, things like that.
So I got to call this out real quick. Sorry to interrupt. Mr. Reach says, downloading now and can't wait to play it. My wife is even interested in playing it. And then followed up by Zombie, and a great call out that her boyfriend and her play all their games together. A couple that games together stays together. Kind of like happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
Really true though. A lot of my best friends I've only met on Xbox Live playing games. So.
This is a tough segment here. My best tip is to drop off of these, not jump. Just drop off of them, just like that. These can only be broken with charged flame. Those rocks, they contain a lot of experience. So Gumo's still being a jerk. He's still getting away from us. He's got that water vein.
A room themed after Ori would be amazing, Mr. Reach. If you do that, if you get your daughter a room theme of Ori, please send the pictures. I want to send them to Daniel and his team, and I think that would be really cool to see.
Yeah. Hey, we love fan art, by the way. We had a fan art contest. Uh-oh, what's Gumo doing? Oh, he's trapped, but he's setting rocks down after us. We had a fan art contest, and we had a lot of success with that. Really loved all the submissions. Actually, the fan art contest winner ended up with her print in the end of the credits.
That's awesome.
The very end
That's
of the
really
credits.
cool.
Very end of the credits. Her image is there.
That's really cool.
So we use music a lot in dynamic in sort of dynamic and stressful situations like this. So
This is showing that this is a pretty tough part of the game to get through.
yeah, I do have that ability that gives me a pip of life whenever I soul link. So you can see that I'm using that.
Right.
I'm using that basically to give myself health here.
Can you change the difficulty settings?
No, it's one
difficulty?
setting.
Okay.
Yeah, we do get that question. That's a good question.
Nemesis, when you get the tattoo of Ori, please send it. So we got one of our Expert Zone members get tattoos. All his tattoos are gaming, and he said this is his next tattoo. Which character though? Are you gonna get Ori or?
So you can see right there, I just rescued Gumo.
So that wasn't even.
We'll see if he's going to be a nice guy now.
Yeah, let's see.
Maybe Gumo's just misunderstood. Now I have the water vein. Let's go to the Jinzo tree. Yeah, we actually at our launch party at Meltdown Comics in Los Angeles, we had a guy with an engraving table. Check out the back of my phone.
That's awesome. Where did you do this at?
This was at our launch party we just had at Meltdown Comics in Los Angeles, California, and so yeah, I had him engrave the back of my phone.
Yeah, so he has Naru. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, Naru holding Ori. It's
engraved on his phone, and it's actually really cool. It's probably another 1 of 12 that Daniel is privileged to. No, that is awesome. That is like super cool.
People went
Grab
crazy.
a pic for Twitter, Joseph.
Yeah. Toss up a picture.
I don't know. It'd be tough to maybe blend it in. I'll try to take a picture of it.
Not with the Lumia icon. Come on.
That is true.
Yeah.
You're right.
And it's 1 of 1, Joseph. It's 1 of 1 in the world.
I can't believe we're running out of time on this. There's so much more to show you guys. I'm gonna try and go quick. I really want to beat the Jinzo tree here because it's just crazy. Can we go a little longer if that happens?
Hey, I love that Crazy Eye Killer is really throwing some great knowledge in the Twitch chat too. So he's definitely joining and is doing his duty for you there, Daniel.
Nice. Yeah, this inside tip. I went to college with that guy. Oh! Hold on, folks. I'm not that far back. Ooh.
Alright, that's another dupe wheel, and we're gonna go ahead and give away the Steam Ori digital code this time. Good luck, good luck.
Soul linking wherever I can.
Woo. And just to remind some of the new, because it looks like we've got some more people that have just jumped on, what does soul linking do in Ori and the Blind Forest?
Yeah, so just so long as I have blue energy, I'm able to cast a soul link. Now, first of all, soul link, think of a Dark Souls bonfire. So if I tap B, I'm brought to my skill tree, right? Once again, also like a bonfire, if I die, let me go ahead and die. Oh, boom! I'm just brought right back.
Yep. And so you get to your skill tree by going in into the soul link.
Correct.
So you got to create one to get to your skill tree.
Correct. Yeah. Let's go ahead and blast this toad. I don't like it. Another pro tip. This one's pretty cool. So the charge flame that I love so much that I keep talking about that I won't shut up about. You can actually, if you use that at the right time, it's kind of a Jedi move, but you make this blast around you, right? And if you use it at the right time, you actually deflect enemy projectiles.
All right, let's see it.
There's definitely, well, it's tough to do, but there's definitely there's also achievements for making enemies kill each other. So something to keep in mind.
So you deflect their enemy projectile into the other enemy,
yeah,
and you're gonna get an achievement.
Yeah.
That's a pro tip.
Okay, so I am on my way to the Jinzo tree now. I have the water vein. We should be good to go.
Oh, Violent Fox is kind of like a parry.
Yes.
Like in Street Fighter and those kind of games.
Yeah.
Good call out. Good call out, Violent.
So you can see I actually took a shortcut once I, because I was down here in Moon Grotto chasing down Gumo, got the water vein. I actually ended up taking a shortcut out of there, and then we're almost on our way here to the Jinzo tree. All right, here we go. I cannot wait to show this to you guys.
Here's a good question from Meow, and maybe not. Xbox One is coming to Windows 10. Do you see Ori being a part of that game title on Windows 10? Or can we even answer that? Can we ask that?
I don't think we can answer that.
All right. All right.
Yeah. It's a good one.
I could already tell by your look. It was like, step away, step away.
Okay, here we go. Up, up, up the Jinzo tree. One big level. It just keeps going up. Oh! Close. There we go. Little hidden area for you guys right here. Yeah, this is just a thrill for me to show this to you guys. This game is just a labor of love. I mean, 4 years in the making, and
yeah, it's awesome. And again, congratulations on the launch and all the great reviews you've been getting up to this point.
yeah.
And everybody in the chat is loving it. I know I love it, and I sleep to the soundtrack.
It's fantastic. I mean, it's just world class. Yeah, I can't say it enough, but Gareth Coker, the composer, he is just an absolute genius. There's another little hidden area up here.
Meaning he fell asleep playing this game because he
No,
played
no,
it so late.
No,
And then,
playing the game was fun. The music's just so awesome that I actually put it on Xbox Music right on my little nightstand. And just play.
No, I just meant you couldn't stop playing it, and you're playing it so late you fell asleep, and you're listening to it.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna save. Oof. I'm gonna save. Let's get some help. Let's get some help.
Those look like those oversized sand spurs I used to get in my feet all the time on the beach,
Yeah, I hate those things.
or in the grass. I don't think Ori likes them either. So we have that in common.
Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and rekindle. I don't want to use more energy. Okay, ready, folks? This is gonna get nuts here. Oh. Okay. One more time.
Oh yeah, this looks
Yeehaw.
nice.
Okay, got a nice little puzzle here for you.
The yay gets me every time. And so that's going to be for another Ori Steam code. One of our viewers actually makes all of our dupe wheels, game-specific dupe wheels every week. His name's Zach Tooley. Good job again, Zach Tooley, on another great dupe wheel. Nathan, can you let us know how many racks we have left? I know we had 2 15s, 2 Steam Oris, and 2 Xbox One Oris.
Excuse me. Yeah, we've got an Xbox Ori code and a $15 code left once I award the Steam code.
Awesome.
Sounds like Nathan is still a little shaken up over the prologue. Just kidding.
It
Nathan
gets to
actually's
me.
been traveling.
It gets to me.
Nathan's been traveling all over the world. He picked up a little bug, and that's why we love Nathan, because he still comes here to make sure everyone gets their rack.
Some enemies like this, part of the puzzle of the room is you have to destroy this enemy before you're actually able to make sure this guy's kind of trapped in here. Boom, level up. Love it. Let's get something good here. So life pickups count as twice as much. That's good. I'm still a fan of the charge flame. I'm gonna make that even stronger.
So how far along in the game would you say you are right now? About 10%?
I'd say maybe 15.
15%?
Yeah.
And can you complete the game without going through every area of the world of the map, or?
Oh sure. Yeah. Yep, definitely. In fact, that's how the speedrunners do it, you know. Okay, here we go. All over the place.
Hey, congrats, Master J.
Alright, so awesome. I am really excited to show you guys something here. I'm about to earn a new ability, and this ability is called Bash. The Bash ability, in my opinion, this is something to me that's revolutionary and very much entirely new to platformers. So now I have the ability to use the Y button to kind of stop time for just a short second and propel myself. Okay? Now what's cool about Bash is it makes it so that I can deflect, or I can sort of reflect myself off of anything. You see I was doing it off of lanterns? Look, here's an enemy. Boom.
That's awesome.
Yep, now check this out. Check how cool this gets, okay? I mean, it's completely just unleashed with double jump, you know? Again, like what we do with the ability, I didn't even touch the ground yet. Yeah, I mean, you really become a ninja, you know? So this is something that we're really proud of. Bash is very cool. Now, right there is a demonstration of how I can actually spring one way, but I spring whatever I'm bashing from the opposite direction. So boom, that projectile is going to go this way. Look at that.
That is really cool.
I mean, dude, I've been working on this game forever, and I get excited the further I get into this game. It starts to really get me pumped up. This is my favorite part of the Genzo tree right here. I don't know why. Whoops.
So you got to do it here, or else you're gonna get on those spikes.
Right? This is just freaking dope. Whoa.
Hey, shout out to Soulblade for watching on the tablet and keeping track with the play and learn. We appreciate you you checking out the stream.
Doing laundry. Someone had mentioned Smart Glass and how they'd love to see a world map on the Smart Glass. Any ideas or thoughts on bringing that, or?
Yeah, we thought about that idea. We ended up not. I'm sorry, here I'm losing my focus. Yeah, we thought about that. We had toyed around with the idea of having that. I think ultimately we wanted the map to just be in people's hands on the same screen. But,
right.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool too. You can see right now I'm actually using, this is just a pro tip in this room.
Yeah.
Major pro tip, alright? Because you can fight him on these moving pedestals. It gets difficult. But I like to just springboard off of that wall. And I end up just using his own projectiles right back at him.
So, I just want to make a quick note. Daniel's played this game a lot, so he's making it look pretty easy. But you got to think, if you were just trying to learn these new moves and fight these guys, I'm sure it's difficult.
It's tough.
In the gameplay.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if I was on this, I'd probably be like 8% done with the game and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Well, you might surprise yourself. I mean, we've had a lot of new players, and after you learn the controls,
exactly, you got to learn them,
yeah.
and you skill, and your skill set goes good.
So this is the heart of the Jinzo tree. Okay, so actually throughout the Forest of Nibel, this tree is typically filled with water, and what this tree does is it cleans the water in Nibel. And so it's empty, it's hollow, it's corrupt, and that's why we're able to go through this tree. And so right now we're trying to clear these heart chambers, basically. This puzzle is crazy, by the way. Whoops, I don't want to do him. Yeah, right here.
Here's a question from Blagus that I think is cool, and we get a lot of times, and we never seem to ask it. Who decides the story and the gameplay and the characters and all that stuff, and how long did it take to write, or what can you tell us about that whole aspect of it? The story is really cool.
Yeah. I mean, in this, it's different, I think, in some situations. Thomas Mahler is the designer of Ori and the Blind Forest. And so, yeah, shout out to Thomas. So there, I cleared one side of the heart. Let's go clear the other side. But yeah, he actually came up with the original idea of Ori and the characters. Along the way, there's been help from other people who specialize in narrating and things like that. So it evolves over time. It depends. In this situation with Ori, a lot of it was Thomas Mahler. He's kind of the brainchild. The other head of Moon Studios is a guy named Gennady Koral, and he's an absolute genius. Well, he wears many hats, but he's definitely their lead engineer, and just has done wonders for this game now. Okay, so here I've cleaned out the heart, and Sign's actually gonna reactivate this heart, so things are gonna get seriously real right now. So boom, we've actually healed the heart of the Jinzo tree, and the waters are just gonna start flooding in here.
Yeah, thanks Tina for the shout out. Glad you're enjoying it. Tina's one of our team members here on the Xbox channel team. So
yeah.
Thank you for stopping by. And the Ori team and Daniel deserve all the credit. They're just making this game look awesome.
So you can see these waters it's time for me to go.
Yeah. This is awesome.
Here we go.
So where'd the water come from? Is it?
Just from the floor of the forest. Oh, sorry, folks.
Like I could just imagine doing this part of the game for the first time, with like the adrenaline rushing, trying to keep your head above water, pun intended.
There we go. Okay. I'm silently freaking out because this is a pretty intense moment.
Yeah, I know. I actually quit talking for like a minute there, just watching this. So just real quick dupe, I didn't want to take too much, but we are running short on time. That is for a $15 Xbox gift card. Woo! Awesome. Achievement, yes. Quick, take a screenshot. I want that on my backdrop.
How do you know I use that?
Yeah, I don't know if I actually have the. I don't know if I have the Xbox One update on. But it's super easy. All you do is double tap the Xbox button and then hit Y.
That's
a really beautiful shot.
That's not the screenshot moment. This is coming up. Oh, Kuro is angry.
Run, Ori!
Gives me goosebumps every time.
Dude,
literally, it just gives. Look at this.
I can see it. His hand is standing up on his arm. I seriously want an Ori plush. If you guys ever make that happen, please, 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 allow me to come pick one up.
Yeah, we're working on it. We get that a lot.
Yeah, the whole stream wants it too. I'll probably be hated and hunted if I have it in my office.
Yeah.
If you can give me two, I'll definitely send one out to a lucky Expert Zone member. Violence says I don't like owls anymore.
But the scenes with Kuro really show off the art in the game. It's unbelievable.
This is beautiful colors, by the way.
So Gumo, once again, he's kind of my friend in the background now.
Well, we've got 3 more minutes. Anything you want to close with, Daniel? How about this? I love asking all of our luminaries we invite. I'm going to have you put your retail sales pro hat on. Customer comes in. How do you sell Ori to them?
I would just tell them that it's a one-of-a-kind experience and that it's an entire package. Again, you know, the developers and us at Microsoft, we've gone to great lengths to assure that this is like the absolute best gameplay, the absolute best soundtrack, absolute best visuals that we know how to put together. The team.
There's the swimming. Sorry.
Yep, we can swim now. You can see I have some breathing.
Sorry, I cut your sale up, but you already sold me. I bought it. But it's seriously worth every penny of $19.99.
Yep, the game is $19.99. It's, in my opinion, like one of the greatest values that you'll find on this one in Steam. I mean, it's just tremendous. There's replay value. There's, you know, I mean, I'm in love with this game.
Yeah.
I was in love with making it. I'm in love with playing it. I'm actually a father, and so a lot of the story rings very true to my heart. Pro tip, you can press A to swim faster.
This reminds me, I don't know if you played Ninja Turtles Nintendo when you had to go through all the swimming sections. Seriously, thanks so much, Daniel. We do have one more dupe. I'm not going to do the dupe wheel, but it is for the Ori Xbox One code. Nathan will hook somebody up for that, so look for that in the Twitch chat. But Daniel, thank you so much for coming by and showing this amazing, beautiful, beautiful soundtrack game, beautiful art game to our viewers. I think you won a lot of fans today, and I know you got really great critic reviews today, and well deserved. So congratulations. Thank you, Bleed. Thank you, Nathan, for attending. And as always, the biggest thank you goes out to you guys for always being there on the ground floor. recommending our amazing games to your customers. We super appreciate it all the time. You guys rock. You guys are amazing, and keep coming back because we love doing these play and learns with you guys. So don't forget, Nathan's going to send one more dupe rack. We will see you next week for Final Fantasy Type 0. That's going to be back on our regular times on Tuesday. Download this game. Go get it. It's awesome. You won't be upset. It's worth every penny. Thank you guys. Have a great night and happy gaming.